Oh God. Okay. It's the next day. I messed up. So there's a lot of things that went wrong. A lot of things I should know better, but I just didn't take in consideration and made me stay here another day. So first thing was that I usually don't. I think I told you guys this, but I try not to work on Mondays because Mondays are like my office dates. But you know, shit happens, so I came out here. Second thing was I didn't eat. When I don't eat, I get hangry. I tend not to focus. I tend to like make a lot of mistakes, and that's what happened yesterday. Um, it didn't help that the instructions weren't that clear on a lot of things. And then it didn't help that I'm in an area where I don't have good reception. So usually, you know, you scan the barcode and look on YouTube, but I couldn't do that because I didn't have good reception. It just kept on buffering. But let me show you what the other big mistake was that I didn't catch until like later. So I got the doors up. And I have to start over. Mainly because of these anchors. Now I have bad luck with manufacturer supplied anchors because I've done this. I've used anchors from other manufacturers and they just don't work well, or maybe I'm just not doing it right. But I tried to drill these in. I drilled it far away in and I took the dust out. And when I was trying to drill these in after putting them in, it just starts spinning and it wouldn't tighten up. I'm like, what the hell, right? And it did it with all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm like, oh man. So I couldn't back them out. So that's one thing that happened, right? So I went and Home Depot bought some more concrete bolts or anchors. The next thing was I was looking at this door and I'm like, wait, something doesn't seem right. And this is what I discovered. So for commercial and residential, when you have double doors, it's almost the same design concept. Hear me out. There's one door that could close and will lock, correct? It'll lock in the ceiling or lock at the bottom. The other door is an overlapping door, which you have to close last. And that's the one that usually has a doorknob or a latch. And that's like your primary door. So you have to open that one up first in order to open up the other door, and vice versa. You have to close this one first in order to close the overlapping door. And so for this case, this is like the free door, right? This is the door you're supposed to close first because this is the overlapping door. But do you see this? This is also the locking door. So if you try to close this, which you have to close this first, this doesn't lock anywhere. It will close because I'm putting the door closer on here. But when you come to close this one, you can't lock it because you can't reach it. So I was like, there ain't no way they designed this. And if you're thinking, oh, what about there's a latch? There's no latch. It didn't come with a latch. This is all I have left with the hardware that came with it. This goes to the door closer, the rest of the equipment, and there's the panic bar, whatever. And the panic bar goes on top. There's no latch. It's blank underneath here. I put these on because these were provided. It's blank underneath here. These are the 3 dots I had to put for the latch for the panic bar. So I was looking at this for like 30 minutes. I'm like, how's this supposed to work? I was like, well, maybe if I put the panic bar on with I think this is the latch right here. But then I was like, no, it still wouldn't work because somebody from the outside could still pry it open and it'll just fly open. The panic bar is not gonna help. So yeah, that's what I was dealing with yesterday, and I ended up not finishing it at all. And I'm like, man, I have to come back and start over because this is not working. So one other thing I did forget to do, which again I knew better, was to check to see if the door was flush. I made sure the door was flush up here, but then I didn't do right here. So this door, when you close it, you see that big gap up there? I was like, oh man. So this door, this side is like perfect, actually. Actually, it's not. Because then you get this gap back here. I'm like, where did this come from? So there's two things that's wrong here. So one way you can check out if your door is flush and plumb is you have to do measurements, right? So I think the top of here is like 72 and like 3/4, I believe. But at the bottom, it's like 73 inches or like 72 and 3/4 or 5/8 or 7/8. Is the bottom is bigger, which means I have to push this out more, or either side. The other thing that's wrong was I was dealing with this thing right here. So when I put the door in, it hits this guy right here. This I forget what it's called, U-bar or U-line, something like this. I forget what it's called, U-bolt. So it's hitting this right here. But then it starts to poke out more right here. So the reason why this is popping out is because this is popping out right here. So I have to make this, I have to push this in more, and it'll fix this gap at the bottom. And then what else was wrong? And that'll fix everything right here. Because you can also see this is pretty much good on this side. I just have to push this out more. I have to put some shims behind there. But this right here, look right here. You see how this is inside the wall, and as you go down more, it starts to poke out more. So I have to push this out that way. So those are things I have to fix. So I gotta cut these off. I'm gonna try to use these right here, these tap cons. So I'm gonna have to drill another hole because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to get these out. I'm gonna cut them, drill another hole, put these tap cons in, 5 inches, and it should reach in there. And hopefully that'll fix it. All right, so like I said, I cut all the anchor bolts, concrete bolts that were here before. They're right there. Just cut the clean off with my Sawzall. Where's my Sawzall at? Right there. And I made a new hole to put in. I'm using these tap cons right here, 5 inches, 3/8 size, and it's working perfectly. So I put one on there. I put them on both sides, and then I had put some shims in there to make sure it stayed plumb. I didn't put none in there because that wasn't the problem. It was this right here, and it actually closes up perfectly. Well, not perfectly. I'll say 80%. So there's a little gap right there, but it's way better than before. But closes up very good. So I'm gonna finish the rest of these. And then now I see why the previous person who did this had put like foam all in here. This gap is way bigger than the other side. So I'm gonna put foam in here. Don't even put none at the top, but I'm gonna put foam in here. You can see the residue in the last one. I'm gonna put spanning foam on there where it hardens. I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna caulk it with some black caulking, and that should look nice. And I'm gonna do it on both sides, and then I'm gonna move on to the panic bar, strike plate, whatever it's called. And I'm gonna fix this too. The instruction for this is very confusing, but I'm gonna figure it out. And so the way I'm making these new holes is I'm making a pilot hole with like what's this? A 5/64. I'm making a pilot hole. Then I'm going to step up step up to a, what's this one? 1/8. And then I'm finishing off with, I think this is a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch. It's a 3/8. I don't have a 1/2 inch in there, but I'm doing it with the 3/8, and then I kind of just go around to make the circle bigger, and that's how I'm doing it. There we go. I'm doing the same thing with the RDS SDS rotary hammer. Starting with the pilot hole to the concrete. Then I take a step up to a 1/4 inch, and then the 3/8. You know, things are going so smoothly now. So I put I think it's called a cane bolt. I put the cane bolt in so it can actually lock. This door can lock and have some security. And I now I just put the closing arm on. And yesterday I could not figure this out, but I know what was wrong again. Again, I didn't eat. I was frustrated. I didn't eat. I was frustrated. It was late. I was exhausted. Like I said, Mondays I have something to do every Monday. Usually every Monday I have something to do early in the morning. I have to be up at, I have to leave my house by like 5. And so that's why Mondays I usually have as my office day. And if I choose to do work, it is usually a light job, light work order, whatever. But I thought this would be something I could knock out. And then also just like for the rest of the week, it wouldn't have worked out any other day because the other days had other jobs. I know this was the furthest one, so I was like, let me just do it, which it was a mistake. And I should have learned my lesson by now, but I keep making the same mistake. But anyways, the mistake I was making yesterday was that I wasn't reading all the instructions line by line. And there was some very important stuff that I was skipping over thinking it wasn't important, but it even said exclamation point, very important, and I skipped over it. But now it's working fine. So you open it up and the closing arm will close it all the way. Yesterday it was stopped like right here, but you see it's continuing to close. So I'm glad I got that done. Now I can move on to the panic arm. And I think that would be the last thing I have to do with this door. And then spray the foam. And while the foam settles, I'm gonna start cleaning up and head out of here. All right, I believe we're done with the hardest part. So got that in, got the cover plate off, and I got the rim, I guess I call it rim, the rim exit bar, or push bar, whatever. And I actually think I'm gonna move this over to here so it can automatically close. Because right now you have to manually close it. But yeah, we are solid. This took me a while because I had this too close and this latch wasn't really catching on or, you know, expanding. So I had to move this actually back and then it worked. But yeah, I think we're all good. I'm gonna put the last things I have to do is do this gap right here, put some foam in there, and then put the door sweeps, and I believe that's it. Yeah, I believe that's it. I'm put some foam in here too, so nothing could, you know, crawl out or crawl in, things of that nature. And then of course caulk it right all around. All right, we're done. Got the door sweeps down there. I'm gonna clean up that caulking right there. Messed up right there. Need to get me a hot towel. But yeah, everything's good. Take the door latch, and I'm out of here. All right, we are done. Got the closing arm on there. Got the crane bolt right there. It's latched. Got the weather strips on there, the door sweeps on both sides. This comes up, holds up like that. And the door closes by itself. Just put this down. And close this like that. Bam.